Oh, hi. I'm a smart investor. I dare say that because I understand the cryptocurrency markets and I am up to date on every new development, fintech, and blockchain ecosystem. All because I watch the Inside Blockchain show on Crypto TV Plus. Every Monday morning, Crypto TV Plus brings you news headlines of top stories, interview with an expert, and give you detailed market analysis to enable you make the right business moves. Now you too can become a smart investor if you don't miss it. The Inside Blockchain Show, only on Crypto TV Plus.
This program is brought to you by OKEX, the most trusted digital asset exchange.
Hello and welcome to the program. You're watching Inside Blockchain, live from Crypto TV Plus. I am Bobby NDK. Today's edition of the Inside Blockchain is brought to you by OKEX, the leading innovative cryptocurrency exchange that offers advanced financial services. Now, over the next 30 minutes, we'll be looking at the topic Bitcoin Futures ETF. Does this mean green light or red light for the cryptocurrency? Now, at 9:30 a.m. on Tuesday, October 19th, 2021, the first Bitcoin ETF began trading on the New York Stock Exchange. Within 30 minutes, the ProShares Bitcoin Futures of ETF saw over $250 million in trading volume. When the markets closed, it was 10 million short of hitting $1 billion in daily trading volume. This nearly broke the trading volume record for any ETF on its first day. Now, all this action makes it easy to forget that there are still 20 pending Bitcoin ETF applications. And unlike the current ETF, some of the pending physically backed ETFs could send Bitcoin to six figures and beyond. ETF is short for Exchange Traded Fund. Now, Exchange Traded Funds are sort of like stocks, except they don't represent a share in any company. Instead, an ETF tracks the price of an asset. Now, there are unique traits of a Bitcoin ETF and the Bitcoin Futures ETF. The Bitcoin ETF is backed by real Bitcoin, while Bitcoin Futures ETFs are backed by derivatives of Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin futures may diverge from the spot price of Bitcoin due to the prevailing market sentiment. So Bitcoin Futures ETFs might also occasionally track the price of Bitcoin inaccurately. In the case of a Bitcoin ETF, there is no risk of price divergence thanks to the fact that the ETF is backed by real Bitcoin. Now, since ETFs are a type of security, they're regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, and any company that wants to issue an ETF must get approval from the SEC before listing it on a stock exchange. Let us go on a short break. When we return, we'll take a more closer look at the topic as we are joined by an industry professional. Stay with us. There is a way you can make money from supporting your favorite football club. Fan Token. Fan Token is the game changer.
Socios.com, a trusted app for crypto and sports fans where you get to purchase fan tokens.
Whoa!
So crypto meets sports.
This program is brought to you by OKEX, the most trusted digital asset exchange.
Welcome back. You're watching Inside Blockchain, live from Crypto TV Plus. We're still looking at the topic Bitcoin Futures ETF. As we cross over live to our guest, Christopher Maurice, the Chief Executive Officer and founder of YellowCard, a leading cryptocurrency exchange that offers the safest way to buy and sell Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in your local fiat currencies at the best rate. Chris, you're welcome to the program.
Bobby, it is so great to be here with you.
Fantastic stuff. So before we kick off, I'd like to point this out. I'd just like to congratulate you on your company's recent $15 million Series A funding. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, thank you. We're really excited. I think it's a great step forward for the industry, especially on the continent. And I think that we've already started to see more funding trickle into crypto exchanges in different parts of Africa, and I think we're going to start to see more of that moving forward now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Okay, so let's just dive right into it. Now, it was widely believed that a Bitcoin ETF would usher in a new wave of institutional investment into the crypto industry. Now, bringing the much needed maturity and stability to the markets. Now, Chris, do you think this potential has been realized, and how?
Certainly not yet, right? I think that when we look at the ETF that was actually approved, it's a futures ETF, right? So I think that this is a great step forward for the industry. I think that there's also a lot more progress to be made, right? I certainly see within the next, hopefully 5 years, hopefully even less, right? That we'll have an actual ETF backed by physical Bitcoin with physical delivery of Bitcoin, right? So I think that this is a step in the right direction, and I think that there's a lot more progress to be made, but baby steps, right? So I think we're used to that in crypto.
Oh, that's fantastic stuff. Now, I think there's this huge irony to the futures ETF getting approved before an actual real Bitcoin ETF. Now, some regulators have argued that a futures ETF is less vulnerable to manipulation, custody risk in the Bitcoin spot market. Now, but the repercussion could be that they could be missing massive gains for investors who buy the futures ETF instead of the spot Bitcoin. Now, do you care to comment on this?
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's necessarily ironic. I think it makes sense because we've had these Bitcoin futures on CME since 2017 now. And so
Exactly.
we've had 4 years of CFTC regulation, right, on these futures, right? And so from the SEC's perspective, it's now we have a contract that is backed by something that has been regulated for about 4 years now, right? Whereas in the SEC's eyes, crypto is still completely unregulated, right, in terms of the native assets. And so, again, like I said, I think that this is a small step forward. And I still certainly look forward to the day where there's, ETFs with physical delivery of crypto, right, as opposed to cash delivery and all of that. But yeah, this is, hey, look, SEC approval for anything in this space is a long and hard fought battle. So I think we should be celebrating the win and keep pushing forward with the industry.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. So now, what would you say are the downsides of a Bitcoin futures ETF?
Well, I think you said it right. There's certainly a lot to be said for actually holding and controlling your own Bitcoin, right? And so an ETF is simply betting on the price, right? And so you're certainly removing the upside and the value that crypto brings natively as an asset class, right? That being said, for institutional investors, for massive funds, it helps in that it's going to significantly reduce the cost for them trying to get exposure to crypto, because otherwise, if they're buying the assets themselves, then there's a massive storage risk, right? You have to be able to store that, you have to be able to protect it, right? You have to manage those keys. So that can get really expensive, right? Crypto exchanges, we know that very well, right? It can get
Exactly.
complicated, it can get expensive. And so for institutional investors, I think that this makes a lot of sense. But hey, for everybody else, there's still a lot to be said for actually owning your own crypto.
Clever stuff, clever stuff. We'll pick it up right after this commercial. Stay with us.
Oh, Qlib. No. It's pronounced clip and not Qlib. Clip. Clip is Africa's #1 NFT platform. This means it's passionate about valuing, distributing, and adding utility to African art through NFTs. Imagine owning the original copy of Wizkid's track, Essence, as an NFT. There are other use cases of NFTs.
This program is brought to you by OKEX, the most trusted digital asset exchange.
Welcome back. You're still watching Inside Blockchain live from Crypto TV Plus. Now we're still looking at the topic Bitcoin Futures ETF. Does this mean green light or red light for crypto? And well, I'm still here with Christopher Maurice, the co-founder and chief executive officer of Yellow Card, a leading cryptocurrency exchange that offers the safest way to buy and sell Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in your local fiat currencies at the best rates. So Chris, let's talk a bit about Yellow Card. Now, on Yellow Card, do you enable buying and selling of all cryptocurrencies, or is it just the prominent ones?
Yeah, so for now we've been completely focused on the top three, right? Which in our eyes, that's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT. What I can say is that we are certainly looking to add more, and so I think we are gearing up for that, and you can certainly expect more cryptos on the platform, hopefully this year.
Fantastic stuff. So in view of that, are we going to see, is there a possibility of Yellow Card branching out to other African countries?
Oh, well, we're already everywhere, man. We're in 12 countries. We have multiple more coming. We'll be announcing a few within a month, right? So we are everywhere, and I mean, our mission is and always has been to make sure that everybody on the continent, no matter where you're born, no matter what currency you're born into, is able to access this technology. So we're not going to stop with 12. We're gonna get all 54, right? And so we're gonna make sure that no matter where you are, you're able to buy and sell, right?
Fantastic stuff. Godspeed with that. So now, when are we going to see the possibility of a Spot Bitcoin ETF? Since there are over 20 pending ETF applications, when do you think that will be possible?
Man, well, I think I am the wrong person to ask for that, man. That's if I had any idea what the SEC was going to do, I would be a rich man, right? So, it's I think realistically the SEC is still obviously skeptical about the space, right? But at the same time, they've shown a willingness to move forward in small incremental steps. Right, and I think that the Bitcoin Futures ETF is a great sign of that. And so, yeah, it is impossible to say when we're going to have a true Bitcoin, physical delivery, all that fun stuff, right? But I think that this is a very positive sign for the industry, and everybody should see it for what it is, right? It's a step in the right direction.
Well, that's great. That's great. So now, how high do you think Bitcoin could soar once a physically backed Bitcoin ETF begins trading on a United States stock exchange? Can you give us an idea?
I don't even think that that's necessary for Bitcoin to soar, man. I am a very biased person. I am the wrong person to ask because all my money's in Bitcoin, but I think it's going to the moon, man. So it is. There is nothing like it.
Great stuff. So just to digress a little bit, in the month of April or May sometime, the Central Bank of Nigeria placed a ban on banks facilitating cryptocurrency transactions. Now, how was that particular situation? How was Yellow Card able to maneuver that particular situation?
Yeah, well, when back in February, when the central bank started to come out with some of these ordinances and start closing accounts for crypto exchanges and all of that. I think there was a lot of confusion, right? Hey, most of our customers at the time were in Nigeria, right? And a lot of what we did was focused around Nigeria. Fortunately, at the time, we were already in 7 other countries. And so for us, unfortunately, we had to redeploy a lot of the resources that we were investing in Nigeria. We had to redeploy a lot of the hiring that we were doing in Nigeria, and we had to start focusing on other countries. And so, unfortunately, it just, certain things like that just drive out investors like us that are, very much looking to continue to invest in Nigeria. But I mean, for us, it worked out, right? We were able to redeploy those resources. We started investing more heavily in Ghana and some of the other countries that we're in. Everything worked out well, right? And so, everything continued to rise. We were able to, raise some money, and we're getting ready to come back to Nigeria. We have a peer-to-peer solution that's going to be coming out, and we're just really excited about the Nigerian market still, and it'll be good to be back.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So finally, before we let you go, Chris, now what do you think this holds in light of the Bitcoin Futures ETF? What do you think this holds for the future of cryptocurrency trading and its overall adoption?
Yeah, like I said, it's I mean, this is a great step forward, right? And so, from my end at least, I'm very excited about the future of the space. I think that there's a lot going on, and I think that things like this, like I keep saying, are great steps forward, right? So, we're moving in the right direction. This is a move towards mass adoption, right? This is a move towards everybody that is in some way tied to the stock market having some exposure to crypto. Right. Hey, everybody, half of the population of the US has some exposure to the stock market. Right. And then, if you look around the world, it's significantly more, right. Significantly more people. And so this is a step in the right direction towards, just everybody having some exposure to crypto. Hey, there's a lot of benefit that it can bring, at that mass scale.
Great stuff, fantastic stuff. And thank you so much, Chris Maurice, for joining us on the Inside Blockchain Show. And thank you also for sharing from your wealth of knowledge and experience. Thank you so much. And that will be all on today's program. You can get more market updates and all the happenings captured within the world of blockchain and cryptocurrency on our website, cryptotvplus.com. Follow us on our social media, Facebook and Twitter at CryptoTV+ to get daily info on our programs. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, Crypto TV Plus, for more amazing content. Today's edition of the Inside Blockchain is brought to you by OKX, the leading innovative cryptocurrency exchange that offers advanced financial services. Thank you for joining us. Till next time, I'm Bobby Adike.
This program is brought to you by OKX, the most trusted digital asset exchange.